Hi, I'm Krista, mom of two, soon to be three, and lover of all things journaling and especially bullet journaling. Last week I shared with you part 1 and 2 of how to bullet journal, and today I wanted to go over everything that you need to start bullet journaling. So supplies, journals, markers, pens, all the fun stuff as well. I'll go over some of my essentials, the things that I would suggest / I consider essential for myself, and then some of the non-essentials who have kind of warped into essentials for me, but just kind of the fun stuff that you can sort of save up for or start growing your collection as you continue to bullet journal. Let's get started. First up, you need a bullet journal. Bullet journals are normally created from blank dot grid journals. Last year I created a pre-made bullet journal. So that is the bullet journal that I'm using this year. I'll kind of do a flip through for you. It's just, the layouts are kind of made for you. It's almost like a starter bullet journal. It's a great one to start with if you're intimidated by just starting with a completely blank dot grid journal. So I created both. I have these on my website that you can purchase if you're looking for a good spiral bound bullet journal. These would be my suggestions. You just got to start with a journal. Really, any will work, but I would suggest a blank dot grid journal or maybe a pre-made starter journal if you're a little nervous about getting started bullet journaling. Next up, you need a pen to use in your bullet journal. So my favorite is this Precise V5 rolling ball pilot pen, extra fine, 0.5. It just is really nice. I like the way it writes. This is what I will use when I'm planning, just my everyday pen for my bullet journal. And you can slide it into your spiral bound if you want to. So it's a good one. I suggest that pen. Any pen will work, but this is the pen that I suggest. And you need a pen. So get a good one. Invest in something good so that you're excited to use your bullet journal. The third and basically final thing I would say is an essential for me at least is markers. These are the Crayola Super Tip markers, and honestly, if you just there's either a 20 pack or a 50 pack that you can get at Walmart. I'm going to link it below. They're perfect. It's plenty of options and they're really affordable, so I would start with these. Other markers that I use often are these. They're just regular Crayola markers. They're called the Colors of the World. I just like that they were pinks and browns and tans. That's kind of my vibe. Other markers that I use often, but not even as often, and they're not necessary, are these Zebra mild liners. Markers are essential for me. Now, I'm going to show you. This is the fourth, I would say it's essential. Everything's going to be essential at this point. The fourth thing that's essential is get a cute pencil pouch. This one's really cool because you can put it on the desk and open it and it stays open, it stays standing upright. So as you can see, this is literally the pencil pouch full right now, what I use with my bullet journal. So you can see I've got some Crayola Super Tips, I've got some of the Crayola Colors of the World, and I've got some Zebra mild liners. So the mild liners, I will say, are a little bit more expensive and they come in a lot of different color variations. So if you're going to get some mild liners, make sure you research which colors you want and get the right pack that has the colors that you're looking for. But they're great markers. Those are the 3 markers that I use in my bullet journal. The last note I'll say about markers is just basically make sure you don't get an alcohol-based marker, because if you get alcohol-based markers, it will bleed through your pages. So as long as it's not alcohol-based, most markers should be fine, but those are my suggestions. So I mentioned that this pencil pouch or a pencil pouch is really nice because I like to do themes in my bullet journal. So I'll just pick some colors for the month, and those will be the colors that I just reuse that month each week as I'm setting up my weekly. Another thing that has been fun that I've used, it's definitely not an essential, is this Instax Polaroid printer. It basically connects wirelessly to my phone and I can print pictures and put them in my bullet journal. I love doing that, but the film could be kind of expensive, so actually this year I'm trying to transition away from that just because I am tired of buying the film, and I'm just basically using a straight up printer and printing my pictures. Here, I'll show you an example. So like last month, at the end of the month, I do a little reflection mostly at the end of the month. And so I like printed out a picture. I kind of tried to make it look like a Polaroid, but this is a print straight from my printer. And I just like outlined it in markers. And the one thing I will say, and this is also in my pencil pouch, is this is an essential for me. Maybe not for you, but I think glue tape is essential for bullet journaling because I love to add pictures. I love to add little things, and I hate glue sticks. Tape is annoying, so glue tape. I'm going to link some in the description box. In fact, everything that I'm talking about right now is going to be linked in the description box. So make sure if you want any of the things that I have showed you, just go in the description box, find it, and click on it, and you can purchase it. Or see what it looks like at least and purchase it at Walmart or wherever you want to purchase it. Kind of along the same lines of a printer and pictures and glue tape, something that I think it's not essential, but at the same time it is really fun, so kind of an essential with bullet journaling is washi tape. Let me show you my favorites actually. I hang them like in rainbow order above, but these are the washi tapes that I currently love. They're like, I don't know if you can tell, they're like scalloped edges. I found these at Hobby Lobby on sale, so these are my current favorite washi tapes. In my like bullet journal supplies bin, I also have a ton of other washi tapes. Honestly, most of these people just like bought for me and gave them to me. Thank you, friends and family. I will say though, I prefer like a bigger / thicker size, at least for taping things in, than like, here's like a thinner one. The thin tape isn't my favorite. Here's like how I used the washi tape in my bullet journal is I washi taped this key in that I printed out. Like I would prefer using like a thicker washi tape to paste things in. Oh no, this has dye on it. Okay, this is like, side note. The beginning of my bullet journal experience, the first supplies that I purchased were gel pens. No, and like I thought that was the move. It was not the move. I do not recommend using gel pens in your bullet journal. If you like gel pens, great. I thought they were terrible. So look, a gel pen exploded and basically ruined this one, so that's annoying. Finally, last week I threw away the gel pens. I had been saving them in my like bullet journal tote thing. I don't know why I would sometimes let my little 2-year-old daughter use them, but I finally threw them away and I'm just so much happier. So don't buy gel pens. So sorry, they got sparkles on here. It's fine, it's not a big deal. Okay, back to what I was saying. That one's yucky, but... Okay, I just prefer like a little bit of a thicker washi tape when pasting things in as opposed to like a thinner one. These ones are okay, but they're not my favorite. If I do have a thin washi tape like this that I want to use, I would maybe use it to like, instead of drawing a line, I'd like tape a line in. So that's a fun way you can use thin washi tapes. But yeah, I would go for a little bit of a thicker washi tape. And I found some on Amazon that I linked in the description box that are fun, like rainbow colors. But you can, I don't really have a place to find them actually. I kind of think they're hard to find. So like I said, I found some at Hobby Lobby, but like you just kind of have to like be on your watch for washi tape. I think Walmart has some sometimes. Hobby Lobby has some, but I don't love all of them always. So just like be on the lookout for good washi tapes if you're looking for washi tape. That's like basically most of the supplies that I use every day in my bullet journal. You basically saw them all in here. Sometimes I'll throw washi tape in here too. So I can fit pretty much all of those supplies in here at some point. This is like kind of, I could probably take out some of these markers because I used them at the beginning. I haven't taken anything out since the beginning of the year. So this is all the colors and themes I've used since the beginning of the year. But these are all my essentials. I'll add a few more things in if you want. Maybe you did get a bunch of markers. Something like this is kind of fun to like display and like pull out if you're bullet journaling. So like I'll link a similar, this one I got at Target. I couldn't find it online, but I don't use Sharpies in my bullet journal, but I do love Sharpies, so I just have them in here. But this is fun to have for bullet journal supplies. The other two things I'll say that I don't use anywhere, but I use at the beginning were pencils. Especially if I was setting up a spread, I would count out spaces and like mark them, or like I would sketch things. Not that I'm a huge artist / drawer, but like you could sketch things first and then erase it. So a pencil and eraser might be something that you want to put in here. I do think I have a pencil in here, but I haven't used it in this bullet journal once. And the other thing that I liked when I first started was a ruler. I loved having a 6-inch ruler because again, it would fit in something like this and it's really easy to carry around. But I don't use that anymore, and the past few years I haven't used it. I usually just draw my lines with marker, and if they're not perfectly straight, I'm okay with it. But definitely I use that at the beginning. So if you're just starting out, you might want to add like a pencil and a ruler to like your list of things you want to get for bullet journaling. These are all of my recommendations. I love knowing what supplies work for me, and I did have to go through a bit of trial and error to figure that out. Hopefully this video will like jumpstart your trial and error process so that you can figure out quickly what you like and just roll with it. I love being able to just like pull out my markers and bullet journal and be happy and satisfied with it. Of course, you can go more extravagant, add papers, add drawings, add stickers. Oh, stickers are fun. I should add those. I'm gonna get into stickers later this year. But anyways, you don't have to have any of that. I think that markers are enough to add color, washi tapes add color. Really, whatever makes bullet journaling fun and easy for you is what you should get and invest in. Everything that I talked about is linked in the description box, so open that and click on anything if you want to look at more of what I showed you or if you want to purchase them as well. And I have a couple new pre-made starter bullet journals coming out, so stay tuned for those. And if you want that help when you start your bullet journal experience, be sure to check out my website linked below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I am so excited for you to get started bullet journaling, and if you have any questions, find me on Instagram at createdbykristacrookie, DM me, leave a comment below. I love talking about all things bullet journaling, so I'd be happy to answer your questions or give you more recommendations. Thanks for watching. See you next time.